What is going on, you all? Listen, who would have thought it? Today is what, Tuesday? Tuesday. And just Friday, we actually had like 8 inches of snow. You couldn't even see the ground. What's going on? Loud ass mic, child. What's going on? Hey, Volvo. Hi, Princess. What am I being careful of, Penelope? You say buns out. Boy, I want nachos because of you. Listen, and that was, that's an older video. I just re-released it. I've been moving stuff over to the other side. The haters out be watching. Trying. I haven't told y'all before, I don't have nothing to watch out for. Watch out for me, honey. The watchers need to watch the one they watching. Stay on your job. You see any more stuffing left? No, actually, there's not. I had a trip over to the other side, so ain't no more stuffing, child. Ain't no more stuffing. But if anybody asks, the ghost ate it up, honey. Hey, house music, what's going on? Hi, Carolyn, what's going on? Those sunny winter days are fun. It's crazy. I'm like, I put my little jacket on and I was like, let's cut. And it's just a little jacket. I'm going out on this porch, honey. That's what I'm doing. I'm going out on this porch. I'm going to suck it up while I can. Jace, please give us a video on Benzino getting caught with a man at the Red Roof Inn. I heard about him getting kicked out of the Red Roof Inn. I'll have to look into it. I was so over Benzino. When I seen it, I was like, Benzino, what about him? So I'll go look into it. It is March. Listen, our March runs right into our April. Our April be stupid too. But I jumped the gun. It might have been me who actually issued the bad luck on everybody else, because I had put my salt and my my shovel back down in the basement. I had put it away, cleaned everything up, and was like, okay, we're cool. Just noticed the red door coming, Elizabeth Hart. You know what? The funny part, newbie, that was the thing that drew me to the house. I didn't change that. When I bought the house, it didn't have the glass storm door. I installed the storm doors right after I got here. I didn't even realize that it bothered me not having a screen door or a storm door. I didn't see what the big deal was, but it was the red door that actually drew me to. I was like, what is that red door about? That was like the first thing that I loved, that I kept seeing it. And then I passed the house by, then I kept seeing it, as the advertisement came, because the house wasn't actually on, it wasn't ready to even be seen yet. So that was like a month. It was about a month before it actually was going to be available to be seen. And I kept seeing it, and I was like, I don't want to live on that side of town. Never wanted to live on the east side of the town. So, I don't know. But yeah, I like my little red door, honey. But I'm telling you, that whole thing of not having a screen door, never thought it was a big deal. And then when I got here, I was like, oh my God, like as soon as you open the door, it's like, hello world. And it's just boom, you're just there. Who is Elizabeth Arden? No, honey, that's a design line. Yeah, that's a design line. Yeah, Miss Elizabeth. Yeah, it was that was weird to open the door. What's up, Lady Key? To open the door and boom, you're just right there for the world. You need something. So she's a beauty designer, perfume for fragrance, honey, fragrance. That was one of my first grown lady perfumes. I know that's right, newbie. That doesn't surprise me. I see you were taking advantage of the daylight savings time. Right, not just the daylight savings time, because FJ, I ain't got no job or nothing. I don't have any responsibilities, child. You know, they say the state's taking care of me, so I could just come live anytime. I can just come. Well, I could come out here at 6 a.m. and sit when the sun come up. Right, I priced out at Home Depot, and it was 3,500. 3,500. I damn near fainted. What you talking about? The storm doors, Tanya? Is that what you're talking about? Or the actual door? They said he was walking. I remember dropping hints for a red perfume and ended up getting a funky red door. Oh! James and Chad, I see you. Ooh, this chat is moving fast. There ain't even that many people in here. Enjoy this day. Right, Leslie. Yeah, I'm outside, Carolyn. I'm gonna do it while it lasts. I flew her. I can't wait. Listen, remember last year, I missed my tree. My tree bloomed all pink and purple, and I missed it. I didn't get any pictures. And then we had a cold day, and all of the stuff died. And I said, this year, I am on it. I am on it. I will not miss it this time. I love Versace Red Jeans perfume. All right now. Yeah, I said I will not miss it. Hey, Tiffany G. I will not miss it. I will not miss it. It was the most gorgeous thing. It really, really was. I said, yeah, I'm going to definitely get that. Because my mom takes, like, if you like pictures of, like, she likes pictures of snow on stuff. Like, we get a lot of, like, snow on trees and that kind of thing. And it's really, they make really pretty pictures. She'll take the pictures and make them into puzzles. And I was like, if she just got a chance to see that tree, she would have just gagged. She would have loved it. So I'll definitely get that for her this time around, baby. I ain't gonna miss it. This stuff back here too, is that I told you that they call it a tree. I call it a bush. It's two bushes. Them was bushes, child. They bushes. They taller than me, but isn't everybody? They do. They were like yellow, and there was some pink in there too, but it was mostly yellow. They were pretty too, but it was nothing like the stuff across the yard. I think YT Maud removed the recipe I sent you. Oh, James, I have a question. Do you have a garden? It seems like you get great sunshine. I don't, Leslie, because I'm actually allergic to all this shit. I'm allergic to all of this. The trees, the grass, all of it. I'm allergic to it. So no, I don't mess around with no garden because that's just something else I would have to actually pay someone else to keep up. And gardens, though they're pretty, they actually, you know, they bring all them little bugs, all them little black bugs, and then bees, and nah, I ain't in love with it like that. They're pretty to see as somebody else's, and I'd be like, oh, okay, let's you right by. I'm more, I got grass and I have river rocks. Like my design is done with river rocks all around the outside, and I have grass, and I'm good. And I got these trees. I'm good. There's actually a spiral tree over on the other side of this part of my fence here. I'm on the porch, but there's actually a spiral tree. It looks like a Christmas tree, but it's a spiral. That's the only thing. It makes me nervous because it's too close to the house. So I'm really wanting to have it pulled up and then replanted on the opposite side over that way, because that's just too close to the house. It makes me nervous. Roots are an issue. And I think I'm gonna definitely do that this summer or spring. Okra makes beautiful flowers. I'm starting. Come on now. Yeah, I never got into that. Never got into that. I remember being younger and my great grandma planting stuff and growing stuff. I was like, go right ahead, girl. We had apple trees, and she always was making apple pies and. Okay, girl. We had cherries, those black cherries. Okay, girl, you go get them, honey. You know, black cherries, that's spiders. You go get them, honey. You bring them in and wash them up, honey. We'll eat them. But girl, I'm not going to partaketh and out there fucking with you. Not at all. And you come on here with old nasty piece of pie, honey, I'll sit with you, honey. My Gmon had an apple tree. It attracted beetles. Oh. At my godparents' house, they actually had a rose bush. They had a rose bush. I said that it made all the sense in the world. Because my godfather, it was very him. It was very him. My godfather loved who and what he loved, but he was a little prickly, honey. He's a little prickly. So I was like, yeah, that's what he reminds me of, honey. Roses, a little thorn, honey. Something beautiful, but guarded by thorns, honey. That's my goddaddy. Oh my God, my G1. Yeah, it was so fierce, Penelope, because theirs was right in the front of the house, like where you come up and you're on the porch. It was right there, like it was right in front of the porch. They grew up right in front of the porch. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. But you knew not to fall over there or to be playing around over there, because if you did, you was gonna get something, honey. You was gonna get something. Hey, Della. I miss picking apples with my grandma and her homemade fried apple pies. How's Uncle Bob? I talked to Uncle Bob yesterday. He is fine. I'll be seeing him tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow. Yep, he's fine. Have you ever had wild onions or poke salad? I have not. What is poke salad? What is in it? That sounds very familiar. What's in that? Hey, sister. Hi, Whitty Hutton. James, have you ever thought about changing your door color? No, girl. For what, Miss Honey? I just supposed to, before you might not have been in here. That was what drew me to the house was the red door. The red door was the first thing that caught my eye about the house. Oh no, honey, change my door. No, that's drama. that red door says, "Look who live here, honey." Post salad is like greens. Okay, not that I can remember. Not that I can remember. Not that I can remember. I'll try it though. I thought I just saw Lamone. Did I see Lamone? Hey, Miss Shonda. Let's see. James, these last few days you have been a whole kick child. Have you thought about putting art or painting on the living room wall where you do your cleanup? No, not at all. Nope. It grows wild, James, but the cook it is rumple. No, I'm gonna stay on the way from that, honey. Newbie, what you trying to do, child? Hey, Indigo child. No, red brings luck and money. Japanese people love it. They do have a lot of red stuff. Where Japanese folks are. They do a lot of red. You got to clean them good. Okay. Well, we know I won't have a problem with that because you know they say I over cleans my greens, honey. Oh, yay. Didn't miss you. No, Linda, I'm here. My plan is to prep my garden for planting next week. Let's see. Because James, you're right. Don't let those roots get anywhere near your house. Little Miss Niecy Pat, girl, roots to a tree will tear a house down. Damn near split it in half. I love this weather. I'm fine with the temperature. I just ain't fine with that snow jumping in and out of here. I'm so sick of it. What's up, MD on? Miss Monet. Sabrius. Yes, I'm rushing. Like you see, I'm rushing the warm weather, and I'm like ushering it in. It's all the rage here. Really, Miss Honey? Okay. Watermelon sugar. Thanks for hanging out with me. Absolutely. Thank you. Baby, I went over there to Watermelon Sugar's joint. Baby, she had these eyes going, honey. It was this purple. As soon as I clicked in, I looked, I saw this purple and this blue. I said, come on with it. Come on with it, honey. Cutting trees are expensive. Yes, it is. Because when I lived over at my brother's house, I actually removed 3 trees from his yard. So he came home, he had no trees, honey. Child, I removed them all. Baby, them spiders and all that was just driving me nuts. I got rid of all that mess. I did. I cut down 3 trees out of that yard. And yes, it was a tinge expensive. James, you can cook. You can cook. Will you ever start a cooking channel where you share tips on how certain dishes? Leslie, the channel is called Are You Hungry? Are you hungry? It already exists. And type it just like that, AREYA, hungry, and question mark. That channel's already there. I just started it, what, like a month or 2 ago? I'm building it now. And you got to say it like that. Are you hungry? Pork salad is like mustard greens. It's bitter if not cooked, seasoned properly. Okay, cool. Yeah, because mustard will get you, get it from the wrong person, honey. They don't know what they're doing. It'll mess you up. Tree roots come through my neighbor's concrete garage floor. Oh, jeez. Yeah, it ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. I seen people all around today. People had on, like I said, I went over to visit my mom and them for a little bit. Child, folks was running around with shorts on. I was like, you're going to be sorry, and you're going to be sorry, and you're going to be sorry, and you're going to be barking, and you're going to be down at the hospital. You're going to be fucked up. I'm just, oh yeah. I started off the day with my hat on. I still had my hat on until I was making myself sweat. I was like, okay, you can take the hat off. Ain't nobody playing. Told y'all can quit playing with Mother Nature. She don't play nice. She's sneaky. And it was starting to rain. Over there, we were sitting out there. My mother was like, I'm gone. She was like, She's like, I don't know what kind of rain this is. This shit, it's cold. I said, well, it is wintertime, girl. It's 65 in New York. Oh, no, girl, no 65 here. Can I ask what your sewing channel is? It's sewing with Chez Treasure. So it's not one word, it's all broken up. It's sewing with Chez Treasure. Hey James, my kids are doing projects and they have 2 questions for you. What's your favorite color? We'll just, it's different every time you ask. So, but we'll say blue. Let's just say blue. For now, because today is blue and gray. What else? What is your favorite holiday? Christmas. I knew I saw Lamone. What's up, Lamone? Coronavirus is going to spike again. Watch. Child, I got a sneaking suspicion 2 rappers caught. Child. Are you thirsty? Will there ever be a fully fleshed out dance remix of Are You Hungry? Could be. Topaz Blue, right, Della, because and that's so funny, because Topaz comes in like so many different shades. It comes in yellow and it comes in like shades of brown and there's clear topaz, but I love the blue. That blue topaz is gorgeous. James, you ain't say hi back. Oh, I didn't even see you, Ariel. Hey, what's going on, baby? That's the first time I seen you. I'm sorry. I don't know why this chat is going so fast, There's not even a lot of people in here today. And it's like it's just moving. Mama, why was my baby singing your cleanup song yesterday on his 7th birthday? Because he knows, baby, because you clean it up. Yes, indeed, honey. Happy birthday. Child, yes, indeed. Happy birthday to you, little one. James in chat, have y'all ever seen Tinder Swindler? I didn't see it, but I did see an advertisement for it. I did. Your traffic outside is not really heavy like mine. No, not up here. Now, you get down that bottom part of the town and child. I was getting up out of that. Going to see Anita in Vegas. Is it worth it? Anita Baker, she was very good. Very good. But I've been a fan like the whole time. Since even before she was Anita Baker. I follow Anita Baker all the way back to chapter 8. So, yeah, it was worth it. I'm going to see Gladys Knight in a couple of weeks. Miss Gladys Knight. Gladys, Gladys, Gladys. Whoop! I can't wait. It's going to be fun. They sang Benzino and his boy was in the shower together. I'm going to go look this story up, child. They're going to stop it at. And then this is the thing. Like, quite honestly, if Benzino got in the shower with anybody, is it really a big deal? We seen and we saw, and it really isn't a big deal. Know what I mean? What you know about chapter 8? I'm from Detroit. Child, I just want to be your girl. Mm-hmm. And you're the best thing yet to ever come into my life. Yeah, I know about chapter 8. Chapter 8 was everything. Yes, indeed, honey. It happened 2 years ago in 2018. Child, we talk about some old possum P, honey. James, did you get bored with RuPaul's Drag Race? No, I didn't, Clark. I got bored with the reviews. The work was kind of doing the reviews, and I'm just over reviewing it. But I'm still watching. I'm gonna finish it today. But I was watching the episode where they did the panels, the DragCon panels, which I loved what was going on. And I got halfway through. I finished the panel and I got to watch the runway now because I got sidetracked. And then I'm going to watch the episode where they did Snatch Game. Child. You know we love the Snatch Game. So no, I'm not bored. I'll never get bored with the program itself. But the review, it was just like, the experience of reviewing it this season, for some reason, it just lost its zeal for me. So Stevie J's little stunt has been eclipsed by his buddy, poor Stevie. Child, is that what he's trying to do? You know what? I didn't even think about that. Mother, did you hear about Coleslaw, the mistress looking for attention? Coleslaw, the mistress. No. Oh my God. That was Coleslaw. Lord have mercy. James, I sent my Ask James letter. Did you ever read it? It was addressed as Artelia Martin. I'm sure I did, Joy. I'll go. Then I might not have read it yet because I don't usually like read through them. I go through and I'll pick what I'm going to pick. So I'll go looking. I can't wait for American Horror Stories to come back. Your reviews, wherever. Yeah, child, I'm always ready for American Horror Story. Gladys Knight's License to Kill is everything. Child, I got a license to kill. And that was a good song. That was good. That was a good song. Because, a lot of times, songs that are done for movies, you just kind of be like, you don't even put them with the artist, and you forget that the artist actually did them. But some of them it'll be so catchy that it sticks to them. Just like Stephanie Mills, and a lot of people forget, but I always remember. I remember Bit by Bit. Do you remember the song Bit by Bit that Stephanie Mills did for Chevy Chase's movie Fletch? Do you remember that? Now the movie, I've never seen the movie. I've never seen the movie Fletch. I remember when it first came out, but I always remember the video for Bit by Bit, One Way or Another. The song was just so catchy, and she sang the hell out of it. Like, I was like, okay, Stephanie, like, really? Did you really have to sing this song? It's a stupid song, but she sang the hell out of the song, so it just kind of stuck. Are you going to watch Bad Boys Club? I can't make any promises. I probably won't. I don't have that network, and I just don't see me paying for that one. Those shows are always like, ugh. So I've not made, I ain't mess with that network. No, you ain't gonna live this Snatch Game. Oh, really? Shout out. I listen. I haven't heard any. Nobody did any spoilers for me because ain't nobody said nothing about it. So you probably telling the truth. Shout out Funky Dineva. That's what he calls Huntsville Martell and Male Mistress. Oh, okay. Not Coleslaw and the Mistress. Oh, well, no, I don't know because I don't even watch their show anymore. James, check your IG. I sent you a clip. Okay, baby. I will. American Horror Story dropped the second half of last season without that alien mess. Dropped the ball. That, yeah, you know, it was fine for something, but it just, especially after us coming off of missed like 2 seasons, like we were like 2 seasons space, and then here we go and we're all geeked up, and I was like, really? This is it. Try again. Hey Chantal, do you ever watch RuPaul's Queen of the Universe? I did. I watched Queen of the Universe at the beginning. I had actually started reviewing it in the beginning. Yeah, I watched all of Queen of the Universe. It was good. The mom music. I was like about the theme of Beverly Hills Cop. I live for Poor Sisters. Right. Lord, the weather where you live is so interesting. 1 minute it's raining, snowing, the next you're sitting outside and the birds chirp. It is ridiculous, short. We literally, like I said, Friday when I came, I couldn't open that door. The snow was at 7 or 8 straight inches, just sitting there. Just sitting there waiting to be shoveled. I had to shovel my way to my car, shovel my way up the steps, so that, so the mailman could come down, because my mailbox. Well, you see where my mailbox is. I don't. Thank goodness, because I wasn't feeling that. I was like, oof. That's cute when you see the little houses where the mailbox be up the road. I was like, please, no, I don't have time. I would have moved it. I mean, like, take that down, child. The weather here is so bipolar. Yeah, them little mailboxes is cute where they could just drive up to the mailbox and put the mail in. Child, I just want to open the door and swing my body out and around and grab the mail and swing back in the house without actually stepping down on the porch. James, I still remember when you and your ex-friend saw me back in New Orleans. Yeah, it was a good concert. It was a good concert. And the funny part is I enjoyed Tamala Mann more. I didn't even know Tamala Mann was even going to be there. And we caught Tamala Mann right before Anita started. And I actually enjoyed Tamala Mann, the experience that I had over at Tamala Mann's. Because it was different. There's no real competition there. It was different. We had to bolt our mailbox with metal brace into the ground. Snowplows knocking it over. Paste. The weather in New Orleans changed. You see, that child. That's some of that mess to go on here. Random question. Am I the only one pissed that we don't have an updated Thundercats show or movie? Pretty much. You're in that one alone, sweetie. Thundercats. They was okay, but Mumra was the T. Mumra was, I always be liking the damn villains, child. That was like on She-Ra. The villains were everything on She-Ra. I'm surprised they didn't try to do that as a movie. It probably would have looked a real mess. But that was true. Now that's true fantasy and and fairies. And if they do that now with all the stuff they could do now, I think that would be beautiful. That would be a beautiful movie, because She-Ra was the stuff. Thundercats were cool, but I don't know if I'd like them in a movie form. They would probably get on my nerves. Lion-O was so pretty though. He was pretty. The way his eyes and he was just pretty. I was like, okay, now who would we get to do that? Who would be able to do that? He was gorgeous. He really, really was. He was gorgeous. I didn't like He-Man. Child. He was all right. Again, I watched He-Man for the sorceress. So, but like I said, with She-Ra, everybody was groovy. Like the villains, and they were all groovy. They really put a lot of thought into them, and yeah. Most of them were female too. That was the other thing. They were mostly female, so they could really play around with them. Those were more my brother's era cartoons. I did catch some of them. I was speaking to a friend one day last week, and we were talking smack, and he said something about Tarzan, and I said something, and he said, yeah, okay, like Jane. And I'm like, Jane? Who the hell? Jane? Like, who even gives her any consideration? I had to tell, and I said, well, I probably took him back to where he never even heard of this shit. I said, no, baby, when you talk about Tarzan, and an equivalent for Tarzan would either be, no, it wouldn't be anybody. Jana of the Jungle. Jana of the Jungle was the fierce piece of woman that was in the jungle, honey. Tarzan, and there was Jana of the Jungle. Jana of the Jungle was everything. She was everything. Remember, she talked to the animals and all that. She had the necklace that was just like Wonder Woman's headband. It was like a boomerang, but it'll slice the shit out of you. Jana of the Jungle was everything. Jane was useless. What was her point? Was she a model? Wasn't no runways in the jungle, child. What do I think about her? But yeah, I had to actually sent him a little clip. Like, this is Jana of the Jungle, honey. This is what it gives. Yeah, baby, she had an old nasty piece of one shoulder. Y'all know I love an old nasty piece of one shoulder dress, honey. She had a one shoulder mini, honey. Please, y'all better get into it. You said, right, there wasn't no runways in the jungle. What you need with Jane? Jane ain't did but get into trouble and always needed to be rescued. Ain't nobody got time for Jane and her foolishness at all. And then when you got Conan, the female version is Red Sonja. So basically, Jane was a nobody. She was an absolute nobody. She was a liability. I mean, that's what she was. I guess you prefer Betty over Wilma? Absolutely. Absolutely. Betty got swag, honey. Boop, 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 boop. And Betty Boop had her own show. Wilma was the Wheezy Jefferson of the Flintstones. Shit. Or you talking about were you talking about Betty Rubble, or was you talking about Betty Boop? Because I prefer Betty Boop, honey, to all of those people at the Flintstones, honey. But you talking about Betty Rubble, she was a nobody. Betty Rubble was like Vera on Alice. Like, it's nice that you're here, but if you weren't, ain't no real big deal. Oh, Betty Boop was a black woman. You damn right. You caught that? Betty Boop wasn't nothing but the cartoon version of Josephine Baker. Get into it, honey. That's all. Betty Boop ain't nothing but a cartoon version of Josephine, honey. All the boys with stuff will follow her around. She would dance, honey, and they were all captivated, honey, and she would work it, honey. She was burlesque down. Betty was nothing but, she's an honest whore. She was a whore that was in control, honey. Miss Betty, honey. Miss Betty got the girls together. I have actual VHS tapes from the Betty Boop show. Some of the cartoons are actually in black and white, and then some of them are in Technicolor. So Miss Betty was everything, child. That's what I'm talking about. Telling a story with no words. That was talent back then. They did cartoons that nobody say nothing. And then they, later they had where she would talk. But originally, she didn't say anything. She'd be, that's the power of a woman, honey. Ain't got to say nothing. Giggle and coo, honey, and get what you want done. That's, Miss Betty. Please. Yes, Miss Betty. But that's all she was. She's a cartoon version of Josephine Baker. Big head and all. Big head and all. And I love Josephine, honey. Love Josephine Baker. She said, are we being served? Said, come on, Josie. Grace Jones, a Stranger, and that gladiator look was everything. Child, she was, what was her name in that? Stranger was her character for Boomerang. But what was her character name as the warrior goddess? What was her name? I can't think of what it was, but she was, that was so her. That was real, like, that was so her. I remember reading, and she had really like busted a couple people up by mistake, when she was doing her role. But she's wow. She's wow. Show us a little thigh, mother. Say, let's see. Betty Boop was based off of Baby Esther, not. No, I know that. I know that, Tiffany, but that's just for me. That's just my thing. Yeah, no, I know she's not actually based on Josephine Baker, but for me, that's who she's always been to me. I should have said that in the beginning. Yeah, she's not actually based on Josephine, but that for me in my life, that's who she always was for me. She wasn't nothing but an old black, but she was nothing but a cartoon version of Josephine Baker. I should have said that. Thank you. I should have actually said that. That's my doing. But I know she wasn't based off of Josephine Baker. But for me, that's where she fits in. Yep. That's where she fits in for me, honey. They did give the same vibe. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. In the same way, mother, about Josephine and Betty. I'm the same way. Yeah. Hey, James, I was watching your stuffing. Let me see. I was watching your stuffing hack video today. I'm going to try that. Will the recipe have the same results without the peppered farm corn? Absolutely. 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 Just watch your, just don't pour all of your liquid. Because if you're not going to add the other cornbread mix, then you got to do less liquid. Do less liquid. Do, where I actually ended up doing, I end up doing 48 ounces. Just go with 32 ounces of liquid. And, just ease it. Don't overdo, just ease your liquid when you're mixing. Do it a little bit at a time to make sure it stays more of the consistency of like uncooked oatmeal. It's been a minute since I dropped down. Hope you are well. I am good. Hey, Owen. I'm good. James from Clinton. Hey, Alethea. What's going on, darling? Any plans for a meet and greet or destination trip this year? No, Shasha, child. I'm not playing them COVID games. I am not comfortable yet. I don't want anybody getting sick trying to get up near me, and I don't want to get sick either. But I more so, I think people are really moving around a bit too much prematurely. I never make meatballs and spaghetti. I do meatballs and I do spaghetti. And my meatballs that I don't do with the marinara or red sauce. I do meatballs with gravy. Or yeah, I don't. Yeah, I've never made meatballs and spaghetti. Have never. I've eaten it, but I've never made meatballs and spaghetti. I had to do a video doing my meatballs too. My meatballs are pretty good. James Tree. What's up, Foxy Smolder? I want some chitlin potatoes. You know what, Isaiah? I don't guess I'll get cussed out for that recipe because I will never. Do you understand me? Come in close, my love. I will never duplicate that little nasty recipe. Ever. I will never, ever make chitlins and then do potatoes in chitlin water, honey. I will never do it. Never, never, never. Do you use mild Italian sausage in your spaghetti? Sometimes. Sometimes. And that's the spaghetti's one of them things. You'll probably see multiple videos of me doing spaghetti on the channel because it depends on my mood. It depends on my mood. I make spaghetti probably 3 or 4 different ways. It depends on my mood. Do you put the meatballs with gravy over rice? Rice or potatoes? Rice or potatoes. Yep. Chitlin water, baby, which ain't nothing but grease. Like making meatballs with ground meat or ground meat. And I'll never make chitlin stew either. I've seen the person do chitlin stew. It stinks really bad because, you know, vegetables stink. So just imagine chitlins and then throw some vegetables in. Oh, it's revolting. With an egg on top. No, I didn't know egg. I don't know if people play with eggs that much. I like eggs, but people be playing with eggs a lot, throwing eggs in the shit. And I'd be like, why is that egg in there? Do you add sugar in your spaghetti? How? I know family that do. No, listen, Elle, when I do spaghetti, I put a teaspoon of sugar, but that's just to cut the acid from the tomato. You can't taste it. I don't like sweet spaghetti. So you don't make meatball sandwiches? No, I don't. I eat them, Choreo lover, but I don't make them. Haven't had a meatball and gravy in a while. I do hot sauce now, and the funny thing is, I don't know why I've never done meatball sandwich because I do hot sausage. You know, I'll do hot sausage and all of that, but I don't do meatballs like that. Yeah, I'll do sweet. Sometimes I do sweet sausage. There's times when I do. I did a short where I was actually making spaghetti sauce, and in that spaghetti sauce, it had sweet Italian sausage. It also had pepperoni in there. So it just depends on what mood I'm in. I add sugar in mine too, maybe 2 teaspoons. Yeah, I only do enough just to cut the acid. It's nothing. Yeah, I don't need to taste no sugar. I told you I used to date a guy who knew I loved lasagna, and he would make lasagna for me all the time, and it was just sweet. And I would just say, okay, all right, love, no problem. And I would just, you know, suck it up, buttercup. But me and that sweet lasagna, baby. So I turned him loose, and I also turned loose that sweet lasagna, honey. Sure did. Sure did. Turned him and that old nasty lasagna. Well, it wasn't nasty. I shouldn't say that. That old sweet. He was sweet, and so was his lasagna, honey. I let them both go. See, it's getting chilly now. Trying to think, what else? What else do I make all the time? I don't know. I just get in moods. I have moods, child. I have moods, and there are other little stuff that'll come up. It was something, Sunshine. It was like, it was good. Like he did everything good, you know? Cause, oh, I'll tell you one thing I can't stand with lasagna is people that be cheap on the meat, honey. Where's the meat, child? Cheap on the meat on anything just gets on my nerves, honey. Not enough meat can make for a very bad date, honey. It's like, this is stupid. You're trying to eat this crap, honey. Can you make crab cakes? I'm allergic. I'm allergic. I've never even had a crab cake. I eat, I can make salmon croquettes, so I'm sure if I, you know, I probably would be able to make crab cakes, but can't eat it, so never even bother with it. I don't even know what that tastes like. I've never tasted crab meat ever. That's why I stay away from Chipotle. They're too skimpy on me. I don't, you know what? I don't really like the taste of Chipotle stuff. It's just like, maybe not. Maybe not. I'll tell you what else I never ate as well. I've never eaten lamb chops. I've never had lamb chops before. What about salmon burgers? I can't eat any fish at all. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. I'm not allergic to shellfish. I'm allergic to fish as a whole. The only thing I've ever eaten in the fish family is schmelts. I've had fried fish, whiting, and catfish, and those things. I've had shrimp. That's it. Never had anything else. Yeah, when I got around people who actually ate like crab legs, I was grown when I started hanging out with people that ate that stuff, and I never got the chance to taste it before I got my allergy. Never thought I would have that allergy, but it took me a minute to get over it because presentation is everything. Lobster, crab, all those things, you have to get used to looking at it. When you're not, I'm used to fish, just fish, like fried fish. Lobster and stuff, it looks disgusting until you're used to seeing it. Once you get used to seeing it, you're like, okay. But it has such a look to it. It really does. Like lobsters look like roaches. They look like big red roaches. All them tentacles and all that shit going on. Ooh. As much as I love mermaids, I be looking at mermaids sometime and I be like, oh. It's something about it. It's just the scaliness of it all. I be like, oof. Yeah, we back to that roaches. Can you be around fish? Oh yeah, as long as I don't put it in my mouth, I'm fine. I could cook it. Like I could cook fish and stuff for my mom and my brother. If I want to, my mother it scares her, so she's like, no, we ain't doing none of that. Don't get in the grass, boo. I'm not. It's on the other side of the fence, Dr. J. You know they say, listen, Jay, you know they say that the cars drive right through my yard. The car just drive right through the yard. Yeah, and even shrimp. Shrimp don't look so hot. Like, I'll eat like fried shrimp and stuff, or like butterfly shrimp. That's fried. That the peeling the shrimp and the cocktail sauce, no, not me. All that shell stuff, roachy. It's roachy and buggy, and I ain't no buggy person. It makes me itch. I ain't got time for it. And crabs, you pop that top off, child, and they got goo in them. And what is that green shit? Oh, that's dipping sauce. No, that's shit. That's shit. dipping sauce. What? Did the crab drink some ranch before it passed away, honey? No. And I don't want no raw. I've never had sushi. I don't want nothing raw. Period. Nothing raw. Other than salmon. Oh, and I've eaten sardines. So I guess that's kind of raw. Sardines and salmon. But they call that mustard. They're lying. It's not mustard. It's shit. And it actually looks like shit. It looks like baby shit. Off to start dinner. I enjoyed you, James. All right, baby. Thank you, Miss Honey. Have a good one, babe. Yeah, it looks like shit. Yeah, I heard that's what it is. Mustard. That's what they be calling it. Girl, bye. If it's not made by Heinz, I'm not indulging. Yeah, I was only on 40% when I came out here. It's going down quick. I'm at 15%. That's all right. We're gonna roll this mother out, honey. Hey now, Kachi, what's up, Miss T? What about liver? I love it. I love it. Chicken liver, beef liver, calf liver, liver. Yes. Nothing smells. That's something that even if you don't eat it, you have to agree that when somebody is cooking liver and onions, it permeates a room and it smells so delectable, child. Even if you don't eat liver and onions, but it smells like heaven. Like heaven. I like me some liver, honey. Yes, indeed. Fried liver with plenty of Texas Pete. Oh, do you live? Huh? Wait a minute. Say it again. Do a live and opinions video. A live and alive for what? Type that again, Corio. Something missing out of that. Something's missing out of that. Liver makes the prettiest grape. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And it's full bodied. It really is. It's like, oh, yes. I adore liver, cheese, and cracker. I love James. Do you eat it smothered? Yes. Yes. My daughter's birthmark is liver. Check that out. Oh, do a live liver and onions. I try to trick my kids and say liver is steak. Oof, child, now they be reading you down. Child, they get to chewing that gritty shit, honey. I mean, girl, this ain't that. And it's a little tough. Nah, child. You do that to them kids. Yeah, video cooking liver and onions. I got you. Let's see in my family we call those Martin strawberries. I like cube steaks, but hate liver. Really? How do you cook liver? I've never seen it. It's just like you cooking chicken, or I mean, because you basically are flouring it and frying it. It's like searing something, but just going a little longer. That's all. But yeah, it's sort of the same situation as like smothering chicken. You just do it all on top of the stove. Liver, onions, and grits. I have had it. Lieutenant, what's going on? That was my aunt. My aunt like that. My aunt Barb. She's passed on. She's actually my cousin. But my auntie. She's my auntie. She's like my fave. She's one of my faves. But yeah, she was the gravy and grits girl. The first time I said, what are you doing, Aunt Barb? She's like, child, yeah. I was like, girl, nobody put no gravy on no grits. She said, yeah. Child, I trust my aunt. Honey, I ate it and I was like, girl, you did this, honey. Yes, you did this. That was her thing. That's where I got that from her. Liver, onions, mushrooms, gravy, and mashed potatoes. Yep. That's just like I was kind of the first time I had fish that was prepared with flour as opposed to cornmeal. So that was the thing. Whenever I was eating fish, it depended on my mood. Sometimes I would do it with flour. Sometimes I would do it with cornmeal. It just depended. It was just dependent. on what my mood was. Do you remember the Cajun chef Justin something? His recipes was butter. It's gravy and grits, like savory grits. It's really good, Connie. It really is. You say, now I'm hungry. See that? See how I can evoke emotion? See, that's talent. Make it make sense. So you know what my question is. Are you hungry? Where do you think that came from? Shepherd's pie is good. You say, you get me, child. Well, newbie, you already understand, honey. You understand, honey. James, you can talk about anything. Oh, yeah, I've been on the planet a long time, Carolyn. I've been on the planet for a long time. Been on there for a while, honey. Yep. I like lives like this where I ain't got no agenda. I just turn it on and we just start talking. I really do. Those are probably my favorite lives. Like, I love doing KTTL and that stuff. And I like doing the cleanup. The cleanup is cool. I don't mind, I don't mind cursing the Mississippi out, honey. But when I just click it on and we just vibe, that's true kitchen table talk. That's what that is. That's true live kitchen table talk. Friendship, kicking it. Just kicking it. Just talking shit. Yeah, those are actually, I think those are my favorite videos, really. I know I'm hungry. I have pork chops, rice. Child, I did pork chops. I did that already this week. Choreo lovers. Child, pork chops is what got me into all the trouble. Bingo stories. Oh, see, this thing is low. This thing is low. I had a little story, but yeah, this my battery's low, so I don't need to even start it. Ooh. How about an oxtail recipe? There's one over on Are You Hungry, Shell? It's already over there. Yep, it's already over there. Thank you. You made me want pork chops, so I ran out and got some. Okay, come on now. Look, it's always... Do you remember when pork chops were actually more expensive than chicken? Remember that? I remember when I first moved out. Ty Pope, how are you? What's going on? I'm good. How you doing, babe? When I first moved out on my own, I was 22. And I remember when chicken was, it was reasonably priced. And then pork chops were high. The pork chops were high. And then I just looked up one day and I was like, I never thought I'd see this, where chicken wings cost more than pork chops. How's Nina? She's good. Haven't seen her for a while on YouTube. Right, she's good. Nina's doing good. Sitting on the stoop, can I get some lemonade? I got some too. I have some too. Hey mother, you heard Cor say Torian was packing that candy in the gang? I did. I think I'm in love, child. Oh, easy, get child, the boy, hey. Child, and Miss Thing was running. I said it in my review, child. She talking about, child, it was too big. I said, girl, never, bitch. What you talking about? I said, listen, my friend Jamila actually posted a picture of some oxtails, and they were literally $75 and change per pack. And they had the nerve to have tons of packs. I said, really? What is people doing? Mortgaging their houses around here, making pots of oxtails? Really? Child foolishness. Pure D foolishness. But yeah, when I first moved out on my own, honey, when you having pork chops was just a step below having steak. I'm fine working on some new paintings. All right now. That's what's up. James, did you watch Speak on It with the OLG? Hilarious. That on birthday. I didn't, Connie, so I have to pull it up and check them out. Gabor, honey. No, ain't no such thing as too big. Take me to the I don't have much to bring. To gaze upon your glory, honey. It's my offering. Leave me at the throne, honey. Leave me there alone. Gabor, cut it out. Cut it out. You're messy. You're messy and you ain't right. Oh, how I wish you reviewed Bel Air. Oh. And it's so, because I didn't watch the show. I just didn't even, I didn't really mess with Fresh Prince. I mean, it was one of those things, if it was on, I could watch it, but I wasn't going to go turn the TV on to watch it. But that, I hear that it's really good. I did hear that it's really good. Oh. Okay, Mother Nature. She playing games. She said, really, bitch? I got something for you. Thank you, Michelle. I think I was out partying when that originally came on. Shall I was no, I mean I was doing stuff, but I wasn't really out partying. I was out being a young adult. Yeah, I think I was still high school, like the end of high school and stuff, and being a young adult. James, do you watch From what? From what? What is that? I don't know what that is. That's not even ringing a bell. From. I like From. What is From, y'all? Is it? That's a new short series on Peacock. It's good. Well, it's called From. Tell me it's not. Is it science fiction? Because that's what From would make me think. I wouldn't even look. If I saw From, I would think it was about aliens, and I'd be irritated. I don't know why alien stuff irritates me. I really don't. But it just irritates me. I'll be like, child, I'm on YouTube. We got enough big head whores with globes. I ain't gotta go pay no $9 to see none, honey. It's horror-ish. Okay. Yeah, that irritates me. Listen, I'm telling you. I watched what was that movie called? With Alfred Woodard. The Forgotten. Do you remember The Forgotten? The Forgotten was so good until they introduced the alien aspect of it, and it just ruined the whole experience for me. This phone is getting ready to completely die, you all. It just gave me that little flash, and it just went, it's pretty dark. So listen, I am so sorry. I'm going to have to cut this because I don't want it to just blank you out without me saying goodbye. Listen, thank y'all for hanging out. If Mother Nature blesses us with another day, honey, I'll come back out on the porch and we could meet at this same place tomorrow. How's that? All right, y'all. I'm gonna go before it just blanks out and it's like a rude interruption. I can't stand that. You said they tear out guts. I'm going to go look now. See, I do that. I do monsters. I just don't like aliens. The big heads. People with big heads talking shit get on my nerves. I'm gone, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.